Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Dairyfield Park here in beautiful Manchester, New Hampshire for today's matchup between the Trinity Pioneers and the Manchester West Blue Knights. My name is Kyle Levy from Manchester Public Television. Glad to be here with you. A little bit of a rivalry here between inner city squads, and we will see what happens here between Division 2 West and Division 3 Trinity. It is senior nights here for the Pioneers. We had a nice pregame ceremony just a moment ago where we got to know some of these names here, as we see Emily and Sierra, and it's just a great day as West had their home senior night last week, and it should be an interesting time here as Chloe Baudette will lead us off here for the West. But pitching here is Kyra Gilman for the Pioneers, and it should be a good matchup here, as we saw a great matchup last night between the boys baseball teams, and we'll see what the girls can do here on this Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. It is 81 degrees, but a strong wind from the west here, making things a little difficult here, and we'll see what we can do. We might have to move the camera a little bit now that I realize that there's some players in our way, but we'll try to get through this first inning and see what we can do here as Chloe steps into the batter's box. And we'll see what type of pitching here Kyra Gilman can do. A little grounder back to Gilman. Gilman to first for a quick one pitch, one out here. A 1-3 play here as Gilman over to Michaela Murray, and we have one out in the top of the first inning. Michaela Vizarez up to bat now, the second baseman. She's definitely uses her speed and has a nice swing here, so see if she can get something going. The wind coming into so any pop-ups, any sort of fly balls are really going to get caught in the wind. It should make this an easy day for the outfielders. Definitely not going to be running too far backwards. Bunt attempt there. What's interesting here with the turf at Dairyfield is that this is the first year that they've had softball on it, with last year getting canceled. This turf was just put in, I believe it was last year. So this is really the first season that Trinity has been able to play on this. Michaela with a big swing and a miss here now with 2 strikes on her. And it's odd because there's no dirt at all. Like they got to put the mound in to be able to figure out where it's supposed to be, but doesn't matter. Trinity able to handle that. And a strike 3. Kyra Gilman on fire right now as Michaela Vizarez goes down by way of the K. And now we'll see what Emily Delo can do here for the Blue Knights, trying to get a hit, a walk, or whatever they can do to get on base right now. Inside pitch goes for a ball. Behind the plate, we have Mick Prue doing the umpiring, and in the field, we have Jack Karen, 2 well-known umpires in the Manchester area we've done a couple games with. Inside pitch for ball 2. Trinity has their scoreboard working, but unfortunately, it's behind me, so I will try my best to pan over there every now and then. Strike call. Seems inside again, but now we have a 2-2 count, or excuse me, 2-1 count. 3-1 now. Getting late in the season here for both teams. They'll be heading to the playoffs next week. Delo fouls one off, and now we'll get to a full count. Looking to go 1-2-3 is Kyra Gilman, who is the cleanup hitter for the Pioneers as well. A high foul ball. It gets over the fence, makes its way over to the vehicles. Thankfully, no damage. Long ways between the parking lots and the fields here, so. And teammates cheering for Emily. A low ball 4, and that will get her on base the easy way. quite an at-bat there. 8-pitch at-bat for D'Lo. And we'll see what Riley McNamara can do. Riley had a great game last week, throwing, I believe it was 11 strikeouts, but did not get the victory. Inside pitch again. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. It's pollen in the air here. Fouled off, did not land in the mitt cleanly. And back to the backstop it goes. Catching there for the Pioneers is Sarah Sewell. Sewell gets inside pitch again. Seems like Gilman really trying to get them inside. Can't really swing. If they do get a hold of it, they're kind of jammed. Foul back into the backstop it goes. And we have a 2-2 count now. Emily D'Lo at first base. And the pitch fouled back. Still staying alive here. Couple long at bats for Kira Gilman here. And gets the strikeout. Good job by Gilman. Getting a couple Ks. 2 that it would be in the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first. We'll see how West defense is, and we'll see what type of bats Trinity has on their team. So we'll be right back with more coverage here from Manchester Public Television's softball action. And we'll see what Emily D'Lo can do to this Pioneer team, as she is the starting pitcher for the Blue Knights today. First pitch in there for a strike to the leadoff batter, Emma Service. Emma, I thought was kind of interesting. Her brother Jack was the leadoff hitter for the Pioneers baseball team. So interesting to know that speed and skills are a part of the Service family, as Jack had a pretty good day yesterday as well. And we'll see what Emma can do, as she is the shortstop here for the Pioneers. But 1 ball, 1 strike for D'Lo. High swinging, fouled back into the backstop, and that makes Althea Wing have to go back, snatch the ball, and throw it back to the pitcher. And now up in the count, 1-2. And the pitch, strike 3. Emily D'Lo starting off with a strikeout of Emma Service. And now we'll see what Sarah Sewell can do, the catcher for the Pioneers. Obviously she knows the strike zone with her pitcher, Gilman, getting 2 Ks herself in the top of the first. Very high pitch from D'Lo. Not sure what's that just kind of lost her ball, lost the hands, or what exactly happened, but not able to get a first pitch strike there. And we'll see what she can do here with the second pitch. Strike called by Proulx. Seemed to be outside from my angle, but I also am pretty far out here into the outfield. So a little difficult for me to see. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, trying to fix the camera here. Swing and a miss there. Emily D'Lo feeling it right now. And a strikeout again. Emily D'Lo bringing the mustard. And now it comes to Kira Gilman to see if she can keep the inning going for the Pioneers. Both pitchers having 2 strikeouts so far in this game. Apparently Kira might be a good hitter, as we have Sam Wu backing up here. Foul tip into the mitt. Wing able to hold on, and now we have strike 1. And a hit, fouled off. Goes for strike two, hits the fence and makes its way over, hitting a Toyota Tundra. At least, oh, excuse me, that's a Nissan. Toyota's next to it. Looks like a Nissan Pathfinder it might have hit. So 2 strikes now. See if you can go 1, 2, 3 with the strike. Oh, gets a hold of it. Into the wind it goes. Able to make the catch for the 3rd out. The Blue Knights going wild here as the wind kept it up in the air long enough for her to get underneath it and make the catch. See the celebration right there with not expecting the wind to be so strong today as Leonie Nunez able to make that catch, and now we'll go to the top of the 2nd. Still a 0-0 game. We'll see what happens here with the Blue Knights coming back up to bat. We'll be right back. Top of the 2nd inning here from Derryfield Park in Manchester for inter-squad matchup between the West Blue Knights and the Trinity Pioneers. Strike one right there to the batter here. That is Michaela Murray. Murray playing first base. Actually, I'm on the wrong page. Olivia Page Howe sends it out here, but it's going to go for a foul ball. Sends it over to the, hits the trash cans. That's an impressive feat right there. And Kira Gilman feeling it just as much with the 0-2 count now to Olivia. Olivia bounces one. That's going to go foul though. Trying to stay alive here is Olivia Page Howe. Kira trying to get her 3rd strikeout. Low inside. And she snags one over to second base. Kind of has trouble, and she is safe. Olivia Page Howe able to get the first player really. I guess that'd be a slow infield hit there. I wasn't sure if the second baseman really had time to really pick it up and throw it. If so, that would be an error on the second baseman. Bunt attempt. She still takes off. The throw goes into the ground, and Howe able to go up 60 feet to get closer to scoring the first run of the ball game. Althea Wing up to bat here and see if she can get an RBI. Showed bunt and basically the really tough throw by the catcher did not make it easy on her. That could be an interesting thing. See what Sewell has to do for the rest of the game if that's whenever he throws. A high pitch there to Wing. Wing, the only senior on the Blue Knights squad. She had her moment in time last week versus Conval. A Conval victory. Swing right there. And now over to third base, sliding in safely. Olivia using her speed right here on the base paths. And now she's on third base with no outs, looking to take the lead. Not too many games this year so far that Manchester Public Television has been able to cover of West with them taking the lead early on. So this is a fun thing to see for sure. A swing and a miss as Wing goes down for the 3rd strikeout to Kira Gilman. And now there is 1 out, and we'll see what Aaron Murphy, the first baseman, can do for the Blue Knights to get this run in. Aaron takes a called strike on the first pitch. And the pitch, high. Teammates giving some love to Kira as they're trying to say, hey, you got this. Bunt attempt, an ugly one. I would have gone for a ball if she did not put the bat up there, but easier to say in hindsight after I've seen the pitch instead of being in that batter's box watching it come flying near me. And see if Kira can get her another strikeout, and she does. Now there are 2 outs for the Blue Knights, and they're running out of the ability to get in this run. Let's see what Leonie Nunez can do here. Leonie made that catch to end the inning, the first inning. Takes a called strike. 4 strikeouts for Kira Gilman so far in just 2 innings. Holds off, pass ball. Let's see if Howe can score, and she does. A kind of confusion there as Leonie thought that it was ball 4 or something like that. She ran out of the way, and now the coaches are going to talk this one over. Was that a interference at all? The run scored. Olivia Page Howe able to come around, but will it count is the question, or is that going to be out number 3? Leonie Nunez might have been in the way of the relay from Sewell to Gilman to get the out, the tagging. No one's really moving around. We're going to let the coach of Trinity talk this over with Mick Proul. He walks away looking defeated, and that does mean that the run's counted. So now a 1-0 West lead in the top of the second, and we get a called strike there. One, 2, and strike 3. Gilman getting another strikeout there, but West able to do some work, get some stolen bases, get a base runner on, and score the first run of the game. We'll see what Trinity does as they will come up to bat here as we go to the bottom of the second inning here for Manchester Public Television's softball coverage. Back here for the bottom of the second inning. Trinity down 1-0 as we got Michaela Murray off the bat here facing Emily Delo. And the first pitch, low for ball 1. Great matchup between pitchers, between Emily Delo and Kira Gilman. Emily's got 2 strikeouts, Kira's got 5 so far, and we're just barely into the second inning, a little bit more than halfway through. Beautiful 81-degree day here from Derryfield Park with the wind blowing in from the right to left here from the outfield into the infield. Emily having a little issues here now at 3 balls, no strikes in the count. Has not allowed a base runner just yet. Trying to continue that. 2 strikeouts and a fly out to swing, foul, so now a full count. Kayla Murray, the first baseman for the Pioneers with the full count pitch. Ball 4 goes, and able to take her walk back to the base as she protects. And now we have a base runner on for the Pioneers looking to tie up this game as Sierra Demers up to bat now. Sierra playing out here. Bunt attempt. Gets away, allows Murray to move up to second base. An unorthodox way to get the runner going as Delo gave a pitch that Wing was not able to handle cleanly. And with no outs, Trinity possibly in a position to score some runs. And a little nubber to first. That's going to move up. Safe is the call from Jack Karen. And now, runners at the corners for the Pioneers. Great at bat there from number 8, Sierra Demers, getting an infield single. And now, still no outs, runners at the corners. And that brings us to Elizabeth Mullen, the third baseman for the Pioneers, up to bat for the first time in this game. And taken off, easily taking an extra base there. Might have been the easiest stolen base I've ever seen. Sierra Demers is able to move up to second base. And now it really all depends on Emily Delo to try to get things straightened out. Strike call there. Michaela Murray at third, Sierra Demers at second, and the pitch. Call the strike 3. Emily Delo appreciating that as Elizabeth Mullen goes down for her third, well, for Delo's third strikeout of the day. And Lauren Riley, the center fielder, up to bat now. High pitch. A 1-0 West lead. One out here for Trinity with runners at second and third. A swing and a miss there. A little speed taken off of that one. Kind of fooled her. We got a 1-1 count. Michaela Vizarez coming over more towards the first base side. That was an interesting ball. It looked like at the last minute, Lauren Riley kind of wanted to stick her bat out there and thought that was going to be a strike. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count now. And a big pitch from Emily Delo. Fouled up in the air, gonna be inside the dugout there of the Blue Knights, but thankfully no players are really in there right now. And still a 2-2 count. Battle going on here. Emily Delo can't really make any mistakes with runners in scoring position. And she sends ball 3. Not sure if that released on her hand or if that was a attempted pitch to be low to get her chasing. First base is available, so a walk wouldn't hurt too much. And that's exactly what it is going to be, as Lauren Riley able to be patient and makes her way to first base. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out, and that brings up Emily Lusinkas. Strike there. One of the seniors here for the Pioneers is Emily. Emily Delo in a tough spot. Swing and a miss. No more room on the base paths for any more Pioneers. Some defense or some good pitching. Late swing there goes for a foul, so now there's 2 strikes. Can Emily get another K? Big spot. And she does. I don't think she realized that it was strike 3. Now she's figuring it out. And the senior goes down by way of the K. And that brings us to a lefty. Jamie Lemire up to bat now. Left fielder out here with me, swinging a miss. Well, it's swinging a foul ball. Samu got to be ready out here in the outfield. Try to get out number 3. Emily Delo like to get another K. And fouled up in the air. Althea Wig decides not to even touch it. And it goes for strike number 2. Pressure being felt here from both sides. Kira Gilman was able to strike out all 3 to get all 3 outs in the top of the first, and now we'll see if Emily Delo can do it in the bottom of the second. It looked like a check swing, and they're saying she went, and that will do it for the inning. Trinity had the bases loaded with a chance to take the lead or tie up the game, and unable to do anything here with some dominant pitching from Emily Delo. Both pitchers now have 5 Ks. We'll go to the top of the third with West looking to increase their lead. They're up 1-0. We'll be right back with more coverage here from Manchester Public Television's softball action. Kira Gilman back out on the mound here. Dominant second inning she had, but they did score 1 run on her. And we'll see if West can increase their lead a little bit more as we go. First pitch goes for a ball. Sam Wu, the batter, playing out here in right field, standing out here with me when she's out here. Ball 2. Gilman losing a little bit of the command that she had in the second inning. And that goes for a high strike. And we'll get back into a battle here. Inside, a 3-1 count. Sam Wu looking to get herself on the base paths. Late swing there from Sam. Goes for and another late swing goes down by a strikeout. A great attempt there, but a little late on those swings. And Blue Knights now have 1 out here in the inning. 4th consecutive strikeouts here for Kira Gilman, as we'll see what Chloe Baudette can do. Chloe grounded out to Gilman on the very first pitch of the game, so hopefully she can do something a little bit better. Well, she fouls it off that time. Oh, 2 count to the center fielder. Gets a hold of it, sends it out to center field. That's going to go for a single. And now West able to fight off some great pitching from Kira Gilman, able to finally get a clean hit off of her. And we'll see what Vezeras can do here. Michaela struck out in the first inning looking. Didn't think it was a strike, thought it was a ball, let it go by her, and umpire said, sorry, better luck next time. And now here it is next time, and she bunts a good one down the third base line. The throw in time as Jack Heron, and now the throw to third is out. A odd double play just happened here. A bunt attempt by Michaela Vizares gets thrown out at first, And attempting to get over to third was Chloe Baudette, unable to on a nice tag from the third baseman. And West goes down quickly here. The umpire's out there talking to the coach. Not sure how he feels about that, but that's what the umpires claim, and that's basically what's going to happen. The officials are the law in all sports, so a tough pill to swallow here for West with an opportunity to get another run. We'll go to the bottom of the third with Emily Delo coming back out here to pitch. We'll be back with more softball action from Derryfield Park. I'm Kyle Heavey for Manchester Public Television. Stay tuned. And back for the bottom of the third inning here as the West looking to play some defense to keep their 1-0 lead. But we'll see as Emma Service up to bat here. A low pitch hits the turf and bounces into the glove of Wing here. And Emily Delo with 5 strikeouts. See if she can get a couple more. A low pitch right there to the shortstop. Shortstop to first. Able to hold on to it cleanly. A well done throw there by the shortstop, Miss Riley McNamara, sending it over to Erin Murphy. And we have a 6-3 out here. First out of the third inning. Bottom of the third, that is. And we'll see what Sarah Sewell can do here. Sarah struck out in the first. Big swing, not able to do much there. Sewell also catching for the Pioneers. Fouled off. Lands it across the street and everything into a little bit of a marshy marsh. Now 0-2 is the count. The pitch fouled back over to McNamara. McNamara over to first, able to get another out. Great job catching the ball is the first baseman. Give her plenty of love is Erin Murphy. And now we have 2 consecutive outs on ground balls to the shortstop. And Kira Gilman, who flew out into the wind out in left field in the first, up to bat again. Emily Delo in control here. A little lack of control on that pitch there, but it could have been an attempt to really just get her fooled. One nothing West lead here in the bottom of the third, and now a ground ball to not able to field it cleanly, and the ball being thrown around, allowing Kira Gilman to get onto first base. I believe that they were trying something new here. Leonie Nunez playing second base, and so that way you could have the defensive skills of Michaela Vezeres out there, and now we are all back to normal. But we have a base runner at first. Infield single. Go for an error though. Definitely give it to Leonie. She did not get her glove down to field that cleanly. And the inning continues. Michaela Murray, who got on with a base on balls. Swing and a miss there. 0-2 is the count. Emily Delo trying to end this third inning. Lots of love from the Trinity team. Can hear it from out here in right field. Fouled off. A tough battle here between Emily Delo and Michaela Murray. More foul balls from Murray, but try to get her to fooled on the off-speed pitch. Did not work. Goes for ball number 1. My apologies, ball number 2. I forgot that when I sneezed, I missed a pitch go by. Fouled back into the backstop again. Wing able to go and grab it. Back to D'Lo in the mound. Battle of white versus blue here. And blue sends it up. Let's see if Chloe Baudette can get it cleanly, and she does for the out. They will end the 3rd inning, and we'll be right back with more action here from Derryfield Park with the Blue Knights coming up to the top of the 4th inning with a 1-0 lead. We'll see what Emily D'Lo, the pitcher, can do with her bat. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more action for Manchester Public Television softball coverage. Back here for the top of the 4th inning, and West still leading this game 1-0 as Kira Gilman. First pitch, high strike, swing and a miss there. And she starts off doing very well. Emily D'Lo, the pitcher here, pitcher versus pitcher matchup. And D'Lo sends it, foul ball though. Being field level, I could not tell if that had gotten over the third baseman's head or if that had not. And instead it goes for a foul ball and strike 2. And Gilman looking to make quick work of D'Lo. And she does it, sure enough. D'Lo had walked in the first, but not able to walk to first base this time. She'll walk back to the dugout. And Gilman with her 6th K of the day. As Riley McNamara, the batter now. Riley has struck out in the first as well. Ball call there. Riley plays short, also as a pitcher. Always good to see her. Big swing and a miss, though. Both pitchers battling it out here in this game. Now a 1-1 count. Just inside. I agree with all the Trinity teammates. They said it looked good, but umpire McPrew is getting paid to do it for a reason. And now we have a runner on first as Riley McNamara able to be smart with the pitches and let the bad ones go by. And let's see if Olivia Page Howe, who scored the run in the 2nd, can do it again. She tries to bunt. Now the throw down, hit off of something, and able to steal 2nd is Riley McNamara. Olivia Page Howe failed on the bunt and run. And see if they try it again to get her over to third base. Might as well at this point with 1 out. And she pops one up in the air. Not handled cleanly by the second baseman. Back to 2nd is McNamara. An easy out, what could have been for Jamie Lemire, but she was not able to get the ball cleanly in her glove. I don't know if the wind had a factor or just inexperience with a drooping foul ball. But now Olivia Page Howe on base again. We'll see what Althea Wing can do here, the catcher. She bunts, goes over the heads of the catcher and umpire for strike number 1. West with a great opportunity to get another run, maybe 2. It all comes down to Wing to see what she can do. A swing and a miss. Now down in the hole, 0-2. Almost like a paddle in the water, just trying to make some motion. Ball high. Althea struck out in the second inning, the first out of that inning. And she gets a hold of it, sends it up to the shortstop. Shortstop over to first, who does not handle it cleanly. And now the bases are loaded. Althea Wing with an infield single. A lot of things that shortstop could have done, and instead, the glove of Michaela Murray not able to keep that ball cleanly in there. And now we'll see what Erin Murphy can do here with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. She swings and misses at the first one. First type of trouble that Kira Gilman's been in, really. A couple stolen bases by Olivia Hope Page, scored that run in the second, but both teams kind of playing like a mirror in some ways, trying to figure out how to manufacture some runs. Erin Murphy, the first baseman up to bat, takes an inside pitch. And now we got a steal attempt, and she's going to score. A wild turn of events there as Riley McNamara makes a strange move to to home, that the throw home from Gilman did not throw cleanly. And now first base open, all the runners able to move up. Apparently that Nissan Pathfinder is a magnet for foul balls, as it was hit again. 1 out for Erin Murphy still. Runners on second and third. Inside pitch. And we have 2 balls, 2 strikes. Olivia Page Howe, her speed at third base. A full count now. Erin Murphy trying to keep Gilman throwing as many pitches as she can, tire her out. Strike 3 is the call, and Erin Murphy goes down with the second out of this 4th inning. And now we see what Leonie Nunez can do here. High pitch there. 8 strikeouts here in 4 innings for Gilman, and now she's got Nunez in the hole 0-2 as well. Strike 3. No, excuse me, there was a ball in there. No one seemed to be moving, so I knew I was in the wrong. Late check swing, fouls it back to the backstop. Still runners at second and third. If Nunez can do something, she needs to step into it a lot sooner. And Nunez goes down by way of the K. We'll see what her defense can do as the Pioneers now down 2-0 to these Blue Knights, looking to make something happen as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Manchester Public Television is happy to be covering high school sports in this 2021 spring season. An odd one. We'll have playoffs next week as we look forward to covering as many games as we can. But we'll take a break here and see what Emily Delo can do on the mound with a 2-0 lead. We'll be right back with more coverage from Manchester Public Television. Sierra Murphy, the batter here for the Pioneers, as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Emily Delo still out there pitching for the Blue Knights. First pitch gets by for a ball and gets all the way to the backstop where Althea Wing has to go and grab it. West scoring a 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth to get the lead up to 2, but Emily Delo trying to do some damage here. She's got 5 Ks, but some good defense by her team has helped her cause. This ball hitting a different car this time. Looks like a Ford type silver car. Now the culprit for the foul ball. Now 1-1 count. And a nice catch there by Emily Delo. A little knuckling, fast ball off the bats and able to handle it clearly. And Sierra Demers goes down by 1 unassisted. And that will bring us to Elizabeth Mullen. Mullen, one of the 5 Ks that Delo has. And a big swing and a miss that Elizabeth apparently wasn't happy with that missing as she went down to 1 knee. And the pitch. Another swing and a miss by Mullen. Mullen just a little bit behind it. Playing. And now we have a timeout on the field. Not sure what's going on here. Umpire and coaches are all going to meet together. Being out here in right field, I don't really know exactly what's going on here. Maybe issues with the books. Well, 2 strikes on Mullen, and whatever the issue was seems to be resolved. And we'll back to the coverage here. 1 out here as well. And a swing and a miss. And Delo able to get the second out, her 6th K of the day. And that brings us to Lauren Riley. Riley was able to get on base on a walk in the 2nd inning. And she sends us up in the air, but handled easily by McNamara, able to get that out. So a 1-2-3 inning for Emily Delo. Another strikeout, some nice catches on pop-ups, and we'll see what the 5th inning brings for the Blue Knights. They are up 2-0, but still the Pioneers playing some good ball. Been a good game so far. We'll see if it continues. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more coverage for this Division II versus Division III matchup of softball action for Manchester Public Television. Sam Wu, the leadoff batter for the top of the 5th inning, the number 9 batter, lets a strike go by her. Sam struck out in the 3rd inning. One of the 9 Ks here that Kira Gilman has in this game. And now with 2 strikes, let's see if she throws her 10th K of the day. And she does. Sam Wu with a soft swing. Not able to get any contact with the ball, and that will go for out number 1, the 10th K of the day for Kira Gilman, who right now is in line for the loss. And a weak swing there by number 9, Chloe Baudet. Chloe has reached on a error, and now she sends it up in the air. Not able to get over there in time is Michaela Murray. And Chloe is also grounded out to the pitcher in the first, so lots of ground balls for Chloe Baudette. Needs to keep her elbows closer to her body and use her body momentum to swing forward. And see if she's able to do this. Down in the count, 0-2. And she sends it back to the pitcher. Gilman throws to first, and in time, Michaela Murray able to get that foot on the bag, ball in the glove, and Chloe grounds out to the pitcher again. And we'll see what Michaela Vizeras can do here. Michaela has struck out in the first and grounded out to third base in the third. 0 for 2 so far in this game. And she is a big swing and a miss. High pitch. Two outs here in the top of the fifth inning. Inside pitch, Michaela able to step back and not get hit. 2-2 count now. Michaela's got some speed if she can get on base. Another inside pitch. Teammates giving us all the love they can give her. She gets a hold of one. It's going to go for possibly a foul ball. Just beyond the fence. Got some speed on it, but again, ladies and gentlemen, this wind, as you can probably hear from the microphone, is pretty strong today, making it difficult for the batters to really send it where they want to. But with the pitching matchup we have, obviously, we've seen more strikeouts than we've hits for sure. And Michaela Vizeras goes down by way of the strikeout. The 11th K of the day for Kira Gilman. And the Pioneers need to get something going here. They down 2-0. We'll see what they can do as we go to the bottom of the fifth. We have a 8-9-1 batters, so should be interesting to see what Emily Delo can do. We'll be right back with more softball coverage from Manchester Public Television. Emily Lusinka's the first batter here on senior night for the Trinity Pioneers. As we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, Pioneers trying to get something going here. They've been outmatched by the pitching of Emily Delo so far in this game, but still some time to figure things out. A swing and a miss there. Emily Delo, not really as dominant as we've seen from the other side, Kira Gilman, excuse me. But just like that, has her down 0-2. Delo has 6 Ks compared to the 11 of Gilman. But hey, the scoreboard is all that matters. And she gets her 7th K there. 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. Trinity down to the last 8 outs here. And the lefty comes up to bat here. And Jamie Lemire. Lemire sends it up in the air. It's going to be caught by Michaela. Good love there, right there. Vizeras is not able to hit the ball. She struck out in the top of the fifth. But hey, defense wins championships, they say. And now we'll see what happens with 2 outs. And another foul ball up in the air. It's going to go out of play, though. Basically inside the 2 fences. Weird how they designed this place in some ways with the double fences, but it works in some ways. And we'll see what Emma Service can do here. Her 3rd time up to bat, striking out in the first and grounding out to shortstop in the 3rd. A pitch sends it out this way. Will it be fair? It does go for a fair ball. Out of play it goes out here, and that will go for a double as Emma Service, as excited as she was going to third base, will go back to second, and that puts a player in territory. A nice double here in the 5th inning with 2 outs. And that gives us to Sarah Sewell. Sarah did the exact same thing as her counterpart there in Emma Service, is struck out and grounded out to the shortstop. So if she gets a double here, then that will make this a 1-run game. And the pitch from D'Lo. High, letter high for a swinging strike. Emma Service sends it out down the first base line for a 2-out double here. Ground rule. Inside pitch there, says Mick Prue, and a 1-1 count now. Bottom of the 5th inning, we are the West Blue Knights in their royal blue jerseys, pants and shirts, up 2-0. Sends up in the air, up by me, and that's going to go for a home run. A 2-run home run there ties up this game, and now we have a ball game. Emily D'Lo gives her up the money shot here, and some loving right there to Sarah Sewell, the catcher. Gets some love from all of her teammates. Ties up this game. Well, we're saying that she was doing exactly everything that Emma Service has done. Well, she just did a little bit better there, getting 4 bases instead of 2. And now, see what happens as we go further into this game. As Kira Gilman, the pitcher, now up to bat. Gilman happy to have the game tied up now. She sends it out foul towards the cars. Oh, that's going to leave a mark. That's going to leave a mark. It hit the hood of this Ford over here, and, well, hopefully it's able to just get popped out if there's a dent. They might have a yellow mark on their hood as well, but it's the tough part about parking close to the field here. And a swing and a miss there. Goes for strike number 2. Emily D'Lo trying to get out of this inning. A foul ball up in the air. Hits a tree. Does not hit a car this time. Pitcher versus pitcher battle here. Kira Gilman and Emily D'Lo. Now they're fouled off. Oh, 2 count though, multiple foul balls, and she gets a hold of it, sends it out to center field, but able to catch it cleanly is Chloe Baudette to get the 3rd out of this inning. But not before Sarah Sewell hits a 2-run bomb after the double there by Emma Service, and this game is tied up as we go to the top of the 6th inning. West has done a lot of work to score their runs. They're going to have to do it some more, as we'll see what Emily D'Lo can do with her game tied. We'll be right back with more softball coverage from Derryfield Park for Kyle Heavey and Manchester Public Television. Stay tuned. Top of the 6th inning here as the wind has died down a little bit, and that will maybe help Kira Gilman with her 11 Ks. Starting off this at bat against Emily D'Lo, another pitcher versus pitcher, and she sends it high up in the air. Should be fielded pretty easily by the shortstop, and it is. A nice catch there to get the 1st out of the top of the 6th. A very clean game so far between both clubs, and we'll see what Riley McNamara can do here as the Blue Knights looking to get back their lead. Riley has struck out in the first and was able to get on and score in the fourth. First pitch ball here from Kira. And the second pitch fouled off into the backstop. Clouds kind of making their way here. Makes it a little easier for all of us to see. Riley playing shortstop. Sees the ball go above her. Sierra Demers looking back at Elizabeth Mullen. 2-2 count now. Up to Riley McNamara to help this West team. She fouls one back. Gira Gilman looking for her 12th K. Riley McNamara trying to stop that. She sends one over towards third. The throw over. Not in time, says Jack Heron. And Riley McNamara able to stand on first base again and see if she's able to make some moves, steal some bases, and get on. See what Olivia Page Howe can do. Olivia was able to get a single in the second. She's been on base twice already. Needed a third time here. High pitch. Riley decides not to run. She got a quick lead off that ball passing the home plate. And sends it over to second. Second baseman goes to first to get that out. It was going to be close if she decided she wanted to tag, but Olivia Page Howe out with a sacrifice. 4-3 play here. And now with 2 outs, we'll see what Althea Wing can do. Takes a ball high. Riley McNamara with some speed at second base. See if she can use her wheels around the base paths. Althea sends it foul. This game's flying by. We're already in the 6th inning. Another high ball. McNamara able to get down. The ball gets away, but able to back it up there. Nice defense to get that ball over. Emma Service able to come over, but now McNamara at third base. See what Wing can do. Even a pass ball could help score McNamara, as she had happy feet in the fourth to score the run. And a swing and a miss. Althea takes the bat and puts it above her head in frustration. Trying to get Riley McNamara home. She sends it up in the air and caught there by the third baseman. Nice work to get that out is Lusinkas. There we go. I got this. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning here and see what the Trinity can do. They scored 2 in the 6th, or 2 in the 5th. Can they score some more in the 6th? Emily Delo will try to stop that. We'll be right back with more softball coverage for Manchester Public Television. Emily Delo with 7 Ks back in here for the bottom of the 6th inning as the Trinity Pioneers come up to bat. 2-2 ball game between the West Blue Knights, just in case you're just coming into this game. And we'll see what the bat of Ms. Michaela Murray can do. Murray has walked in the second and flew out to Chloe Baudette in center field in the third. Needs to get something going here. High pitch, goes for a ball. 1-1 count now. Wind picking back up again. I have to use two hands to keep the pages from moving in my scorebook. Strike call. Murray did not think that that was going to hit the strike zone, and sure enough it did. D'Lo gets the strikeout. Murray, in disbelief, did not think that that was high enough. Gets some love from her teammates, but is got to be upset with that call by Mick Prue. And now there's one out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Low inside pitch to Sierra Demers, playing over here in right field. Bunt attempt, she did go, says the umpire. And now a 1-1 count. Sierra Demers was able to get on base as well in the second inning. Fouls one up here. Nice attempt by a parent. Try to get that ball, but not to be. He's got a number of foul balls, so he's a monster of the foul ball collecting. Obviously, we don't have a abundance of baseballs like Major League Baseball. Hit out here to Vizeras. Stopping it is Sam Wu. And now we have a one-out single here. And Trinity taking the energy that they got from the fifth in here into the sixth. Nice push out here to the second base side. Ball gets away, gonna allow her to move up into scoring territory. Sierra Demers, not the most fleet-footed, but able to move up to second base. And now Emily D'Lo's got to be cautious of some of these throws. They cannot get by Althea Wing. Only one out here, and Elizabeth Mullen, who's struck out twice. Once swinging, once looking. Up to bat now. And she sends it up here into right field. That's going to allow Sierra to score, and Trinity taking a 3-2 lead here in the sixth inning. 3 unanswered runs by the Pioneers. An RBI single by Elizabeth Mullen as the Pioneers thinking victory now. Emily D'Lo gives up the single. And now sent out here to left field, not handled cleanly. This should allow possibly another run. The throw towards the plate is not in time, and the Pioneers go up 2. A fielding error allows Elizabeth Mullen to come around to score, and Lauren Riley going to get credited with basically a double here. A single, a fielding error allows her to move up a base, and Pioneers now up 2. West going to be down to their last 3 outs. Emily Lasinkas up to bat now. And now we're going to have a quick talk here. Try to calm her down. Emily D'Lo pitching a good game, but just getting in a little bit of trouble. Riley McNamara talking to her like, hey, we got you. Just no one's hitting the ball to us. We gotta actually run for the ball and make plays. Two runs scored in the 5th, 2 runs in the 6th. Have the Pioneers up 4-2. And a bunt attempt here. Anyone at first? Yeah, Vizeras is. The throw home, the tag is high, gets her in the face, but a double play helps the Blue Knights to keep it a 2-run deficit and not 3. It's now up to them, though, to get their bats going. We'll go to more of the bottom of the lineup. Aaron Murphy, Eliani Nunez, and Sam Wu, and we'll see what happens. The Pioneers talking things over, trying to figure out what they can do to get their 5th victory of the year. We'll be back with more coverage from Dairyfield Park, Manchester Public Television's softball action on this Monday. Stay tuned. Kira Gilman still on the mound here for the Pioneers, looking to get this victory here, up 4-2 as we head to the top of the 7th. It's been a great game so far. Let's see if we can keep it going. Aaron Murphy, a big swing, just sends it foul. Aaron has struck out twice, once in the 2nd, once in the 4th, both swinging, as the first baseman has had a good day in the field, and she needs to take that energy from her fielding and put it into the bat now to keep this game alive. High ball there. Little patience in the game here. Another ball gets away. A 2-1 count now. Sierra Demers giving some love, and 2-2 count now, swinging miss. Aaron Murphy, 2-2 count, trying not to be a 3rd K of the day for her. Ball wide, gonna go for a leadoff walk here. Oh, excuse me, that's a strikeout. I did not think that it hit the strike zone from my angle, but Mick Prue has a better angle than I do. And that brings us to Eliani Nunez, having the second baseman right in my spot has kind of made it tough for me. And fouled off again. Down in the count, 0-2 now. Eliani has struck out twice as well. Kira Gilman feeling it today. And she gets another strikeout. Eliani was not sure of that, and that brings us to Sam Wu. I know I might sound like a broken record, but she has struck out twice as well in this game, down to the last out for these West Blue Knights. A swing and a miss there. "13 Ks, let's see if we can go 14. And she's got 2 strikes on Sam. I gotta say, the player of the game will probably be the pitching of Kira Gilman. Had 14 Ks, and Trinity Pioneers able to get this victory and help their record to go to 5-7, while the West Blue Knights will drop to 1-6 on the season. Both teams will still make the playoffs, and both teams will still play each other this Friday night. But it's been fun to have senior night here for these Pioneers. Really our first chance to see them this year. It's been a heck of a game. Pioneers scored 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and get the win. A great home run swing there by the Pioneer player, and that would be none other than Sarah Sewell that helped the game along. But a quick one here from Dairyfield Park. I hope you've enjoyed it here. My name is Kylie Heath from Manchester Public Television. Special thanks to Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick. Manchester Public Television is proud to serve the Manchester area with the best coverage from politics to sports to government meetings. We'll be back tomorrow with the big matchup between the the Memorial Crusaders and the Central Little Green, as they will have a battle it out to see. But it's been a pleasure to be with you on this Tuesday, May 25th. We'll see you all soon. Take care, be safe. Good night.